Hi, my name's Amanda Bariana, and I'm going to talk today about some of the types of informal assessment that I use in my classroom. I am a 7th grade math teacher. I teach at Northern Lehigh Middle School. The first tool I'm going to talk about is Nearpod. I love Nearpod. I think it's a really great versatile tool. I like that right within my Nearpod, I can share notes with the students. So this was about probability. I can explain what probability is, how to find probability. I can include examples that I want to do with the students, have them follow along with me, and then I can also include those informal assessment tools. This one was an open-ended question where I asked the students to choose a spinner based on the probability that would give you. I can also use a poll here. I'm asking students to rate their own ability for finding probability. And one of my favorite tools here is the drawing tool. So in the drawing tool, I can upload a picture and have students write their answers right in here, submit what they did, and allow me to see this in real time. I love that I get instant feedback with these. I can see as the students are submitting their work what they did. I can also look back at the end and see several different data tools to see how the students answered collectively as a class. Nearpod also has some great built-in assistive technology features. For example, they have their audio file and audio recorder where I can input my own audio or actually write on those slides, record what I want the class to hear while I'm going through a slide. Next, I'm going to talk about a little less techy option, which would be using whiteboards as a response. I use this a lot. I can have it planned as part of a review game, or I can just do this randomly while I'm teaching. I have whiteboards, markers, and erasers at the front of my classroom. Students can use them any point that they want. They know where they are. They know how to keep them organized and get them out when necessary. So if I say, hey, let's grab our whiteboards, everybody gets them. It's a quick, easy way for me to check in. The main piece of technology included in this would be the use of a slideshow presentation. So if I did do this as a review game for some of my students that have trouble seeing the board, need something right in front of them, I could share those slides with the students so they could see those questions directly in front of them on their Chromebook screen. Google Forms. I did talk about Google in my last assignment. I love Google. Google is one of my favorite tools to use, and I often use Google Forms as an informal assessment tool. I love that I can make these different types of multiple choice or open-ended questions. You could do just choose an answer like you see in the example here. I like where I can have students type in answers. Really great in math because I can type in the answers and it can check it automatically and still auto grade with those written out answers. Like Nearpod, Google Forms has some great data tools. These are more for looking at afterwards versus Nearpod. You can kind of look at that pretty instantly while you're teaching because it's on that teacher version of the Nearpod presentation. But Google still is really great for looking at those. You can look by question, by student, whatever works the best for you. I also like that Google allows the students to use the adaptations that work for them best. I know some of my students use things such as on-screen keyboards, changing the colors, the brightness of their screens, different things that help them best learn. Finally, I'm going to talk about quizzes. Quizzes is one of my all-time favorite tools. I actually use it now much more than Kahoot. I love that quizzes allow students to work at their own individual pace. I like for this one, I can just do multiple choice questions. I like that I have the option to completely create my own with pictures, typing in my answers, or teleport from pre-existing quizzes made by myself or other educators. These are great because they can be aligned right to the standards. I can import questions, whatever I need. It's a really great tool as a teacher to create things. They also have some of the best reports. I can view by the students themselves, view by question. Gives you some great, which question were the kids on longest, which one was the most difficult. It gives you all that right as a snapshot at the end. I also like that I can view by classes here. When it comes to assistive technology, Quizzes has a lot of that built right in. They have this great zoom feature. I use a lot of pictures. This actually allows them to pull it up right close to them right away. And my favorite here are these little numbers that allows them to choose the question by using their keyboard rather than clicking, because often I have students who make the mistake of tapping their keyboard and choosing the wrong question. So using that keyboard option is a really great resource. So that is what I have today on informal assessments. These 4 are the ones that I use the most. They are my favorite. They are by far not the only ones that I use or that could be used in a classroom. They're just the 4 I like best. Thank you.